Hello everyone, this is Christopher, Mr. Socrates Cafe Phillips. This is Cecilia, Mrs. Socrates Cafe Phillips. Underneath the table is a 3-year-old with a fly swatter. This is Mexico's Labor Day. Today's their Labor Day holiday. They just have one holiday after another. Yesterday was Children's Day, tomorrow's Labor Day. No, today's Labor Day, right? In the background, Callie's playing the piano. She's taking her lessons, so the teacher didn't take a day off, even though the place where she normally gives classes is off. Celia really is the most appropriate person to have a dialogue with on Labor Day because she's given labor twice, right?
A different kind of labor.
Labor.
Labor. Oh,
Why? I mean, that's part of labor, right? You did it by
Yeah.
midwife. No drugs of any kind.
none.
Somehow, you work almost a full-time job. Here we're eating this delicious meal. You live on like 3 hours of sleep at the moment. So, Ceci, is life for you a labor of love?
I guess it is. I mean, the things I do, I do them. Yeah, I do them out of love.
How do you know when something's a labor of love?
But if something is a
A
labor,
labor of love. There's lots of people who have to get up and go to work a job they don't like. But you can have a labor of love and be miserable, frustrated, sometimes upset, but still passionate. You know what I'm saying? What's the difference between a labor of love and just labor, where you might make lots of money, but still ain't?
well, to me, it's all about how,
That's Sibyll's fly swatter. She's under the table.
not just how you approach your day, but that you know that you are making a difference in somebody else's lives. Like,
So labor of love can't just be about you.
I don't think so.
Because there's a lot of narcissists in this world.
Oh yeah.
President Trump, Enrique Peña Nieto, and lots. I mean, more and more people are like that. To them, labor is all about what can I do without lifting more of a finger than I have to, just to break in lots of money. Honest, dishonest, they don't care about that.
Well, it's not just that, but to me, it's the distortion of their ego, of how they see themselves and how they want others to see them. Without
I don't know what that
really, huh?
I don't know what that means.
Well, you know how they want others to see them. Like, for example, Trump, I feel like he sees himself as, as somebody as superior to others.
See, I see him as just the opposite.
Of course, but that's how I'm talking
I
about
think-
how he sees himself. I mean,
All right, so
just totally self-involved that wouldn't even. I mean, he doesn't see others as equals.
yes, we do. All right. So, in order to actually have a true labor of love, you have to have a certain sense of self-awareness, some healthiness of ego, and some sense of social conscious, where it's not just, or at least some sense of self, where it's not some isolated self, where there's,
Bridges.
yeah.
Yeah. Where you
I
see
mean, I'm not the
yourself
only
as
one who
part.
has a sibling or extended family member who's just, it's all about me. So to me, somebody with that sensibility can't be undertaking a real labor of love. Or at least it's a labor of ultra-narcissistic love, which means...
It's not love.
Come here, love.
Complete
Here's the love.
misunderstanding about love. So yeah, I mean, and I think that I may be totally. It may sound like a cliche, but I don't think that a person is able to love others if they don't have certain healthy sense of self-esteem and
All right.
and love for oneself, because then you can see yourself and your talents and the things that you can give to others, and then have awareness for the pain of the other, have awareness for what the other needs are.
Is that a labor, that awareness? That process, is that a labor of love itself? to cultivate those
I think
qualities of
so
warrior?
because
I hadn't thought about that before. It's not just the active, but the qualities that you have to work hard to cultivate. Like, let's say we have a 3-year-old who's ready for a nap, and we're trying to do a Socrates Cafe because Daddy just decided he wanted to do it because he's an ultra-narcissistic.
no.
But still, he wanted to do it because he's taking this practice exam and failing. But so a labor of love. I was thinking about that. I had 2 Socrates Cafe podcasts today, and they all talked about if it's all about you, or primarily about you, it's not even a life much worth living.
I think, yeah, I agree.
Sibley sees that balloon in.
She's
Like
like, her balloon.
It's actually way over there, but it looks like it's growing on Ceci's head.
It's my ideas.
So today, I mean, you got very little sleep, you got to it right away, you helped me, you did all these things. We got a happy kid. Sibley started drinking a little too early this morning because it's holiday and happy hour started early. Sleep deprived, you can still be labor of love.
Well, and that's what I mean. I don't think, I mean, you could just live your day in automatic pilot, you know, kind of like.
I've done it.
Yeah, no, I have done it many times as well.
But that can be a labor of love if that criteria prevails.
No, to me, not, because you have to. I mean, it doesn't. Then you don't have any sense of yourself, really. So how? I mean, sometimes I literally feel like closed in, like in my world. So when you're like that, you're not able to see, beyond yourself.
Right. So Callie right now is taking piano lessons. Teacher came, even though it's Labor Day. Her regular gig is off. She still came because it's a labor of love for her. Yeah. Callie's practicing. Is that labor?
It is.
What if it's effortless? You're doing it. You're not even thinking about labor. You just do it because you love it.
Yeah. Well, it's your passion, but it does something to yourself, and that that I think that is part of. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to be 100% all the time open to others. You have to feed your soul and what really makes you happy in order to then be open and ready for the world.
So meditation,
kind
taking
of
some time for yourself can be a really critical part of labor of love for self if you're going to do labor of love for others.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I think so.
I'm trying to remember. Was I talking with my mouth full?
I wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't either.
I was paying
I'm
attention to
petrified.
your thoughts.
Yeah, I was thinking while chewing. Don't think while chew. I think in some countries it's actually a federal offense. So a labor of love. I was thinking I did 2 podcasts today. Loved them tremendously. I'm studying for this exam, which I'm actually enjoying a lot, learning a lot. They all feed different parts of my soul. I've been writing. I was working on some poetry last night. A short story idea came to my mind. I mean, but I'm never thinking, oh, I'm going to make money off of this. Sometimes I do, actually, in spite of myself. I make money. But it's like, if it's ever just about, number one, I'm going to make money. I'm going to steal my family's inheritance that belongs to everybody, or I'm going to just take and cheat and do a Ponzi scheme. Can that ever be a labor of love? Even if they love doing it, that's what they obsess about?
No.
Why?
Definitely not. Well, because then you're not considering anybody but yourself. You're not thinking about how you're,
So is it really a labor of hate?
I
I just thought about it. Is it a labor of hate then, even if self-hating?
It can be self. I mean, I think people who do things like that are in pain themselves, so they can't but create pain into others.
They can't create?
Huh?
Well, some of them actually paint. They can paint and do things, but it's still more of a kind of a perverted or distorted.
I think so. Yeah, I think so too. You have to.
This really is good thinking for your carrots.
I mean, you have to have awareness. And awareness means also your place in the world, not
Here's my
just...
place.
Aw. No? I'm just like, and it's not all about you or you know, even resentment and, you know, getting to the world because the world owe it to me. It's all about you. It's still all about you, you know? In a distorted way. That's just never healthy.
This is a labor of love for me. This, my books, my dialogues, podcast.
Absolutely, and you make a difference.
Happy Mexico Labor Day or Mexican Labor Day? What's it called here? Día del Trabajo?
Día del trabajo.
Feliz Día del Trabajo a mis compañeros en la milpa, los ejecutivos en las torres enormes. ¿Qué más?
¿Quién más? Muchas personas, las personas que limpian, las personas que hacen posible el trabajo de los de las torres, ¿no?
Los artistas, los escritores,
Los pensadores,
los boxeadores, los deportistas. ¿Quién más?
los doctores.
Los doctores, las enfermeras, los maestros. ¿Quién más? I'm just showing off that I actually can speak Spanish with a little bit of an accent. And investment advisors, because I'm studying to be one. Investment advisor representatives. Paul Martin, you hear that? I hope you hear that. All right. Until next time, happy labor of loving.
Happy self-aggrandizing.
And that was actually, I mean, when you gave birth, when you labored, that's labor. I mean, that's, man. And you loved your children so much, you refused to have any chemicals in your body. Because they refused to do studies on it, because obviously if they put these cocaine derivatives right in your, you know, this has an effect, right? And you refused, that's what you told me.
Yeah.
That was a labor of love. Painful. Painful, painful. You were like a symphony conductor. I write about this in Socrates, in Love, and again in Philosophy of Child. Right? So any further closing thoughts?
No, I think that's what,
No,
and it's learning. I mean, it's learning.
There we go.
I mean, every day you learn new things. It's not like, oh, I'm done, I got it all right. You know, there's pain in it. There's also doubts.
Yes.
You
You
know.
live, you learn.
No, but really, I mean, there's
Remember that?
doubts. You
Last
doubt
one,
yourself. Am I crazy that I'm get paid $400 a month and I, you know, working, you know,
Don't tell the IRS.
or you know, whatever. I mean,
They're
just all I'm
give
saying
even
is-
more money back to us when they because you work so hard for so little.
Yeah. But
now I'm
But then
depressed.
you realize what are the what is the result in somebody else's life. And
Priceless.
That's priceless.
Priceless. You are priceless.
Hmm.
You do. You give everything you do, everything you have. It's a wrong thing. Okay, now give her everything you have. Until next time, daughter playing the piano in the background. Formerly fly swatting daughter, now in mommy's lap. Once in that. Sip, say bye-bye. Sibley. Follow. Yesterday was National Children's Day, and today's National Workers' Day. What's next? By National...
Yeah, well, Cinco de Mayo is coming.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo! Cinco de Mayo is all about?
Independence. No, not independence. La guerra de quién sabe qué.
Uh-oh, I put my wallet. We'll be back on Cinco de Mayo at the very latest. We'll know what it is by then. Oh my gosh. I hope nobody at my wife's school sees it. Happy Socratizing.
Happy Socrates.
Feliz Socratizando. Ciao.
Bye.
Come along, people, now. Smile on your brother. Everybody get together. Try to love one another. Ahorita.
One day there's gonna be a cartoon about this character.
One day. Bye-bye.